How's it going, guys? Jack Pugsley here, and welcome to the channel. Yeah, we all know what happened about 12 hours ago. I'm not editing this video, no work's going into it. I need to get pure emotion out in this because I'm embarrassed. As a fan of Nottingham Forest, I'm embarrassed with what happened last night. To lose 4-1 to Stoke City, without disrespecting Stoke, you know, they came, they had a plan, and they mastered it. But to lose to 16th, 15th place Stoke like that, when it was such a huge game, such a vital game as well, is embarrassing. And fair play to Swansea, they got the job done. At Reading, they got the job done. They did more than what they had to do. And it couldn't have gone any worse. It could not have gone any worse. It was just... I don't want to dwell too much on the game itself. I think we need to talk about the season as a whole. But yeah, embarrassed is an emotion I'm feeling very strongly right now. It's been a long season. Obviously, due to the virus and everything that's gone on with that. But it's just been a long season to do with the football, the way we've played this season. And as a Forest fan, I've backed the manager, Lumuchis. I've backed him for the whole season. I've backed Lumuchis when I think all Forest fans have backed him. You know, everyone's been a fan of Lumuchis. But looking back now, obviously, when the season's going, the emotions are high. Emotions are high even when the season's not playing. Like when it was a long break. You know, the seasons. You know, the emotions are so high, and you don't actually think. But looking back, you know, the football we played this season at home, especially, was dreadful. It was absolutely dreadful. Like, I don't think, like, to say how we're sitting in the league, the football we played this season, especially at home mainly, was just boring, dreadful at times, and you know, occasionally we didn't get points out of games. And when I say the games were dreadful, I'm talking about Sheffield Wednesday at home, which was embarrassing, probably the worst game at home this season in the past 5 years or something like that. Millwall at home was embarrassing, dreadful performance from the lads again. And then games such as Cardiff at home, QPR at home. I know we were robbed by the wind and everything, but there's been so many games this season at home, and you know, some away as well, where we've just been poor. And I think if it wasn't for the teams around us being so poor as well, then we would not have been sitting 5th for the majority of the season. And obviously as well, things that have cost us is a lack of concentration. The amount of late goals we've conceded, I think, you know, we conceded at Reading away, which was probably the most painful. Being there as well was so painful. We conceded a late goal at Reading away. Obviously Fulham in the 45th minute. Barnsley away as well. Barnsley was probably the worst performance alongside with Sheffield Wednesday this season. I think Barnsley was the worst performance. It was diabolical. I think that's where the questions about Lumuchis and Sabri really came in. That's where the questions would start to be asked. Now, I've not asked any questions about Sabri until last night when I went to bed, and I just thought, because I didn't do a live stream, I've not done any live streams since Fulham, because if I'm being totally honest, I didn't really enjoy football. I'm not enjoying football at the moment due to the fact that we're not there, and without the fans, football is nothing. I strongly agree with that, and it's not the same. I'm still watching it, but I'm not going to lie, I wasn't nervous for the game yesterday, and I think the reason for that was probably because, you know, we were 3 points ahead of Swansea City. 3 points with a 5-goal advantage in goal difference. So I honestly didn't think we were going to bottle it. I know what Nottingham Forest are like, I know how we play, but to bottle it in that sense, I don't even know that's a word, I can't speak. This club's done a bit too much for me. Yeah, it's messed my mentality up when it comes to football. But yeah, I'm disappointed, and questions are going to be asked about Sabri. And the football hasn't been good this season. You know, when you're settling for points at 1 point against, you know, Barnsley, when you're settling for a point against Reading, there's been too many times this season when we've just settled for points against bang average sides worse than us. And people can say that we've overachieved with this squad, but that is just complete lies. You know, it's complete lies. The squad we've got is, that back four is the best back four in the league. I think we've got the best 2 fullbacks in the league, Cash and Ribeiro. Worrell and Figueiredo as well, a brilliant centre-back. I think Figueiredo gets into most championship sides on his day. Midfield, again, we've got a good midfield. I don't know what happened with Carvalho. I don't know why Lumuchis doesn't like him. It's the same with O'Neill when O'Neill was here. something isn't right with Carvalho. But surely, you know, I'm not a football manager, and I can guarantee that people watching this video aren't football managers either, but surely you can see that we're missing creativity. Ryan Yates doesn't do it. 3 CDMs against Barnsley, Stoke, etc. does not work. You need creativity, and Carvalho is the only creativity, the only creative spot we've got. Silva offers something, but not enough. I don't know what's happened with Carvalho, and I think if he was playing since the break, if he played since the Sheffield Wednesday game, I think we would have got top 6 today. We'd be sitting here happy, making a video, being positive. But yeah, when it comes to Lumuchis' future, it really has made me think. It's weird because I've not thought about it once this season at all. I was happy when he signed the contract. I've not thought about Lumuchis' future at the club until last night, and it really made me think. If the league wasn't so poor, would we have sat in this place? You know, bottling it to teams like Reading, Barnsley, etc. The list goes on, and Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday, the list goes on. I don't know if Sabri's good enough, if I'm totally honest, and I wouldn't be surprised if he got the sack. You know, we know what Lumuchis is like. We know that he doesn't mess about when it comes to managers, and I can imagine he's more angry than any of us right now. But it's his money, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know where Sabri's future will lie. I'll make a video on it in a couple of weeks. I do know my opinion on it though, and I don't think he's the right man. I do not think he's the right man. Who is the right man? I don't know. Am I saying we should sack Lumuchis? Am I saying we should make him resign? No. But at the moment, and to evaluate on the season, I think we can evaluate on the season now. I don't think Lumuchis is the right man. You know, maybe he needs time. I don't know. Yeah, I've never been so, when it comes to football managers, normally with Karanka and O'Neill, I wanted them out quite soon. With Lumuchis, I was very patient, and I backed him the whole way until 7 hours ago. But yeah, obviously football hasn't been the same though, if I'm totally honest. Football hasn't been the same, and obviously to miss out on Wembley in the playoffs would have been gutting as well. So I think there's 2 positives to it, and there's 2 negatives. The way we bottled it was awful, and I can understand why fans are taking the mick out of us, because if it was another club, if it was Derby that did this, then yeah, well. But yeah, I'm embarrassed with the players. I think the only player that tried yesterday was Lolly. I don't think the rest of them tried really. And it all comes down to the manager's tactics, Lumuchis' tactics. You know, the fact we have no creativity, and then you still play Graben up front on his own. Graben is a brilliant striker, one of the best strikers in the league, but not on his own and with no creativity. If you had Carvalho playing behind him week in, week out, then maybe he could do a bit more, even more than he's already doing. But to play Graben on his own and then play 3 CDMs behind him, it's just tactically clueless. And I don't get what Lumuchis is doing. It doesn't work. If it worked, I'd understand it, but it's not working. So yeah, I'm embarrassed, very embarrassed with the club really. I'm embarrassed with the business we did. In January, I think the business we did was appalling, and you can't blame Sabri for that. He's obviously only the head coach, but the business we did was embarrassing. Bringing in, selling Chema, you know, one of the best, our only left-footed centre-back, and a brilliant centre-back as well. Probably the best centre-back we had, and then they obviously get rid of Milosevic as well. I don't get it. I don't get what the club was trying to do. Then bringing in Diakabe, Bong, Da Costa, you know, I don't get it. I really don't get it, and it hurts. It really does hurt. And it all comes down to the scouting, the business we did in the summer, in January. Don't get me wrong, we did do some good business in the summer, but the business we did in January, it comes down to it. The manager's tactics come down to it. The stubbornness from Sabri Lumuchis as well. The stubbornness not to play our most creative attacking player. You know, if we had a striker that could do it all on his own, then yeah, fair play. But Graben can't do it all on his own, and the fact that he's got 20 goals is crazy. It shows how good of a striker he is, and I think if Carvalho was playing behind him, then he'd probably have about 30 goals. Do you know? And it's, yeah, stubbornness from Sabri. I don't know if he's the right man. I don't think he's the right man, if I'm totally honest. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I think Lumuchis has called for a chat with Lumuchis. But yeah, I don't know if he's the right man, if I'm totally honest. I don't think he is. But who do you get in? Do you know what I mean? We could stick with Sabri and it'll work, you know, maybe in 2 years. But do we want to wait that long? But yeah, the football this season, I don't think we had many good performances. I think we had about 5 good performances, if that. So probably, who's saying it's not going to be the same next season? You know, I don't think Sabri's the right man, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Leave it down to Lumuchis. But yeah, guys, thanks for the support this season. It's been a very long season. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try and make some content regarding what happens in the summer if Sabri's gone. I'm not saying I want him gone. I'm not saying I don't want him gone. Do you know what I mean? I'm so confused right now with this club. So confused. It's very confusing. But yeah, thank you so much for all the support this season, guys. It's been really, really good. I have enjoyed it so much. Obviously, it's been a weird season. But yeah, thank you so much. I've enjoyed 99% of it. Doing these vlogs, doing these videos. But yeah, guys, stay safe as well. And enjoy yourselves, and forget about this. Just live your lives now. We go again next season. If that's with Lumuchis, if it's not with Lumuchis, if it's with Sean Dyche, if it's with Chris Hooton, I don't know, whoever it's with. Obviously, if it's with Matty Cash and Joe Worrell and Lolly, will they be there next season? Who knows? You know, yeah. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy this weird summer. Obviously, football will be starting for the 2021 season, won't it now? 2021 season, but well, yeah, the 2020 to 21 season. But yeah, guys, just enjoy yourselves. Thanks for the support once again. I've really appreciated it. As you can tell, this video is not edited at all. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. We go again next season, and yeah, Forest till I die. Cheers, guys.